Joining us now is former White House Chief of Staff and Senior Advisor at Bondi Partners, Mick Mulvaney. Mick, thanks for your time. Let's go back to the Pete Hegseth story. So, according to a piece in the Wall Street Journal earlier this week, Trump is considering DeSantis as a replacement. Now, controversy around Hegseth includes allegations of sexual assault and aggressive drunkenness. Do you think he can survive this?
I do, unless additional information comes out. Keep in mind, yes, the Wall Street Journal did report about a story that put Ron DeSantis as a possible replacement if Hegseth is not able to get confirmed. But I've also seen several stories here, Caroline, of other names as well. There's a couple of other senators, a couple of other former Trump administration members. So it's very speculative at this point in time. If nothing else changes, I think Pete Hegseth probably can get confirmed. If anything additional comes out, well, with every additional piece of information that comes out about his alleged drinking, alleged social life, and so forth, it makes it simply more difficult for him to get confirmed.
Mick, when does the Senate confirm the nominees?
They can start now if they want to. So keep in mind, now the Senate is controlled by Democrats. After January, I think it's 3rd or 4th. I lose track of the day because it's different for the Senate than it is for the president. The new Senate will take over. That will be the majority Republican Senate. And that obviously would make it easier for Pete Hegseth to get confirmed. He could get confirmed now if they really wanted to, but they won't. Traditionally, some of the bigger names, including the Secretary of Defense, are confirmed there on January 3rd, 4th, 5th in the early days of the next Congress. Before the president is sworn in.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that one for now. He is certainly fighting to hang on. Now, I mentioned at the start of the show, Trump posted on his site, Truth Social, this week, warning there'll be hell to pay if remaining Israeli hostages and some American ones aren't released before his first day back in the White House next month. Tough words. Do you think they'll have any effect?
I do, because I think people believe them. I think Trump has cultivated this sort of reputation for being unpredictable. He's used it to his advantage in foreign affairs. And I think when he comes out and says, look, there'll be hell to pay, people actually pay attention. It doesn't surprise me, for example, that Iran has sent sort of olive branches out through the ether in the last couple of days saying they're willing to discuss what's going on in the Middle East. Separately in Ukraine, it doesn't surprise me that Zelensky is now talking about possibly giving up some land in eastern Ukraine in order to end the hostilities there. People take Trump seriously when he says he's going to do things. And I do believe that he wants to resolve the hostage situation in Gaza. Look, you can't solve the entire situation in Gaza between now and the inauguration, but there's a very distinct possibility that the hostages could come back. And don't lose track of this, Caroline. Trump is he knows from his younger days. We all remember, I was a child in 1979 when the American hostages under Jimmy Carter, they were taken under Jimmy Carter by the Iranian radicals in Tehran. They came home on Inauguration Day in 1981, and Trump has that in the back of his head, and he'd love to see the same thing with the hostages in Gaza.